This is the 39th episode of God's Chosen podcast. Today we are going to talk about spiritual attacks. Just some observations I made while meditating. Let's dive in. Enjoy.
What up, what up? It's your boy, God's Chosen. How y'all doing? I'm back again. It's one of those days I gotta drop two. So, check this out. Yo, I got some news. So, I discovered something. So, what I discovered was, right now, I'm being attacked, right? I'm being attacked right now, as we speak, right? And I was meditating before, and I was still getting attacked. I was meditating. And what I noticed was, while I was in meditation, I wasn't speaking, of course, right? But the things that were coming out of my mouth inside my mind were things that I didn't say and I wouldn't say. It's like nasty things. You know what I mean? It's like things, the type of things that you would say and it would bring about a separation. It's that type of stuff, like nasty stuff. Like, I'm sitting there meditating and all this stuff is like spitting out my mouth and my mind as if I'm talking to someone and I didn't say any of it. But if I was talking to someone or communicating with someone using my mind, it would appear like I said all of it. And then if there was any relationship or anything like that, just off the words coming out of my mouth, it would be over. Because apparently how it works with these attacks is if they're attacking you, you don't control your mouth, especially if you're in like a deep, like meditative state. So all these things are coming at you. And but on one side, it's like programming too. You know what I mean? So they're trying to program you with all these nasty thoughts. And they want you to think these thoughts, right? But if you was like somebody like myself who's good at communicating telepathically with people, it would make you say, it would actually speak for you. And the person you may have been speaking to might think that you said those things. Maybe, possibly, more than likely, right? So that's very interesting to find out, like how it basically just attacks your mind, takes over that voice in your mind is basically what it controls. And that's how it influences you and causes you to take actions or even speak words that you may not normally speak. Puts thoughts in your head to make you think one thing when it's not. Don't fall for it, guys. I'm putting y'all out on game right now. Believe whatever you originally believed and don't fall for these tricks. As I was recording this, all of a sudden, my phone cut off. Like, as I was saying the things I was saying, which means it's true. They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know their tricks. You got to just believe in your beliefs. You got to believe in God. You got to believe that he's going to carry you through. And if you ever have doubt, you know, especially if you're under spiritual attack, you need to look at Psalms 91. Because Psalms 91 will help you to clear any doubt, that you may have. And one of the verses that I like in Psalms 91 is verse 10 and 11. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. I'm going to say it again. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. And here's verse 11. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. Those two right there, I love those. And then I would usually go on and read verse 3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. And I just go all the way down. But Psalm 91, definitely something to keep in your arsenal. And you can Google inspirational Bible quotes, whatever you need, whatever you think you're going through, there's a Bible quote for it. Trust me, if you need faith, there's a Bible quote for that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a ton of stuff. You need strength, Bible quote for that. So whatever it is you need, you can find in this book. Yeah, so, the enemy's job hasn't changed. Cast doubt, cast fear, confusion. Same old job. It's just, you see, the thing about it is this. When the enemy knows that you have a special purpose, you have a special mission, they already know what the mission is. As a matter of fact, they usually know you before you know yourself. Yes, they usually know you. They know who you are since birth. They know what your potential is. They know what your capability is. They know what your mission is. From the moment you get here. And if they don't know, well, God got you hidden. But more times than not, on the spiritual realm, they know who you are. But the people on earth might not know who you are because God will hide you in plain sight. But on the spiritual realm, they know. And so they've been gearing up. They've been battling you since you was little, and you probably didn't even know. Some things that happened to you, you probably didn't even know that was the devil. I'm going to tell y'all a story about what happened to me when I was a kid. So I was probably like 4 or 5, something like that. And I'm in Jamaica because I grew up in Jamaica partially, right? So I'm in Jamaica. And in Jamaica, they had these vans, right? These vans where they pretty much, they like Volkswagen vans. They load you up in the vans, and it's like an alternative to the bus because it's a little, they run a little more than the buses do, right? So these little Volkswagen vans actually looks like the Scooby-Doo van, just a van just like that, right? So these vans, they load people up as many as they can get for like $1, $2, $3. I forgot the price. I think it was like $3 or something like that. It wasn't that much. But basically, it was full that day. And it was me and my brother and my dad. And so they didn't have no room for me like that. So they put me in the front passenger side with sitting on somebody's lap, right? So we riding, and there is this place downtown in Jamaica where they got the Bustamante statue or the Marcus Garvey statue. Yeah, they got the Marcus Garvey statue. So there's like a little circle, and I'm coming around this circle, and I don't know what made me do it, but I promise I don't know what made me do it, but I took my hand and put my hand to the door and unlocked the door while they was coming around this circle, and I flew out the van. So I ain't get to do no tuck and roll. I ain't get to do nothing. I just like, woof, out the van. And it was a green light. I never forget it. It was a green light. And all the cars around me, like they just stopped watching. Like they were just stuck watching me because I'm like, how come these cars ain't moving? I'm lucky, like, because it was a green light before I fell out. But I fell out and none of these cars moved. Not one of them, you know? And I think back, I was like, I must have had some angels out there that day because I could have rolled under the tire. I could have got ran over by the back. You know, there's a lot of things that could have happened. But I fell in such a way that I just got like this scar. I only had like minor bruises maybe and some scars, nothing crazy. But I survived, you know what I mean? Where I knew like I probably wasn't supposed to survive that because it was like, all these lights is green and it's a busy day. And to be honest with you, they never stop like that. Because it's always in Jamaica, it's like crazy. Everybody is like just crazy with their driving. So they don't really do that. But that day, they did. So I always remember that day. And I feel like they know who you are. So as you're growing up, you're easily influenced because you don't know yet. You don't know how to fight. You're not fully aware of the enemy and their tricks. So that's when you're most vulnerable. If they can get rid of you, or they gonna always try to get rid of you, but they'll never really succeed. You might get some bumps and bruises, but they won't succeed because your mission is greater than anything they could try to do to you because they're not gonna be able to do it. You gonna always be protected. You know what I'm saying? But when you're young and you're coming into your own and you don't know anything, you are most vulnerable. And if they can't take you out, then they will entrap you. They will put you in situations where either you're going to be unhappy, you're going to be sad. They basically want you to be depressed. So they're going to put people around you that are going to influence you in a negative way. They're going to put people around you to keep you in a low vibration. So that way they can throw more stuff at you to get you lower and lower and lower. Because the last thing they want is for you to awaken to who you really are. Because then it's a battle. It's a fight. And then the other thing is it's a battle, it's a fight, but you know you already won once you come into the remembrance of who you are in the spirit. And it starts to trickle down into the 3D of who you really are, changes the game a whole lot. Changes the game so much. And the difference with that, though, is now they know, like, we can't fool them with this anymore. We got to step it up. You know? So now we got to attack them on all fronts. We got to attack them on all levels. And we got to keep it going. We got to hit them continuously because we know how powerful they are. They don't fully know their power yet. They might be on the path to knowing who they are, but they don't know fully who they are yet. So we got to get them. We got to attack them. We got to hit them with everything we got, because we cannot let them get to the point where they know fully who they are, and they're actually now moving into doing what they came here to do and with whom they came here to do it. You see, if they got one awoke person, one person that's awoken to who they are, and then you got another person that's awakening to who they are, and those two have a mission, they don't want them two people together, because that's a problem. That's a problem. Because understand that we have people that we have contracts with that we're here to work with and complete a specific mission. And these are set up prior to us coming on this plane. So it is considered a win for them if they can keep those, they can break those contracts. Let's put it like that. If they can break those contracts, it is a win for them. They consider that a win, because the power, y'all heard the saying, 2 heads are better than one? Well, that is very true. But when the right 2 heads get together, it's game over. Like game over. Because what they're going to do is they're going to bring so many souls out of those lower vibrational energies and pretty much steal them away from the dark. And they don't want that. They want to keep as many as possible doing low vibrational things for as long as they can. Because at some point, it's going to be too late. At some point, it'll be too late for them to awaken, and they will have to reincarnate and try again, if not on this planet, on another planet, if not in this system, another system. But that's what we're dealing with. And the other crazy thing is, when people start playing around talking about they're trying to stop you, they're getting in your way. In this moment, in this part, in this time, that's their mission. That's their mission. Their mission is to get in your way. Your mission is how you handle that. Your mission is they're getting in your way to show you how you can overcome a particular issue, behavior that is keeping you back. They're getting your way to basically teach you lessons that you need to learn in order to be the best version of yourself, so that as you rise to new levels, you're going to face a different kind of opposition. So these people that are in your life or were in your life to teach you lessons, they are gearing you up to face different adversaries, and they're building you up, because you got to be a certain type of person to win against certain adversaries. You cannot be like, you can't be weak. You can't be like unsure. You got to be strong. You got to have faith. You got to bring it. You know what I'm saying? Like every time. You cannot be of a weak mind, because they're going to attack your mind. You have to know, like really know who you are. Because if you don't, it's going to be easy for them to make you fall back into the old version of yourself. And so as you grow and you are adopting the right set of beliefs, make sure that you are grounding those beliefs within yourself. Like you are really like holding that belief down. Like that is my belief. Like if you believe that no weapon formed against you shall prosper, if you believe that, if you hold that, then yeah, no weapon formed against you shall prosper at all. It's been proven. So while they do whatever they do, it doesn't matter if you hold your belief and your belief is strong, because all they really doing is testing your faith. That's all they doing. They testing your faith, because the stronger your faith, the quicker that you will get to see the rewards that you was promised once you overcome certain things. Because as you're going up this ladder and you are ascending to new heights, you're going to catch some eyes. You're going to catch a lot of eyes. And certain people, they still carry these lower vibrational traits: jealousy, competition, obsession. They look evil eye in you. They just talking about you. They carry all these things, and they're not happy for your success. They're not happy for your rise. You could be the funniest person on the planet. They're going to be like, oh, you're not funny. No. Just overall hating. Overall mad because they don't have what you have. Mad because they ain't making the moves you making. You know what I'm saying? But I challenge y'all to hold on to your beliefs. Hold on to what you know to be true for you. If you see that what you once believed is no longer serving you, then upgrade that belief into something more powerful. Upgrade that belief into something that will benefit your life. I mean, as I look at this, right, I'm thinking about this. I'm like, just looking at where I've come from, where I'm going, looking at the journey. I'm really like embracing the whole thing. Like, I like to speak positive things to myself, positive words of affirmation. And I really don't have negative self-talk like that. I don't. Because what is that going to do for me? It ain't going to do nothing for me. And the great thing that I find is I can always add more positivity. You know what I'm saying? I can always add more positivity. And it's a great feeling when that's your mindset and you can sit in that mindset. You can sit and you can meditate on things that are actually going to help you and improve your condition in life, your station in life, right? And you feel a whole lot better. Like you don't have like the dark stuff dragging you down. You have, when you build up an environment of positivity, the sky's the limit for real. Like when you're in the negative mindset, all it does is drag you down and down and down and down. And sometimes it can be hard to break out of that. if that's all we're used to. It might become so common that it doesn't even register to you anymore. That's your life, you know? But we can't let anything dim or light. We cannot let a few attacks from the enemy keep us down. Their job is to attack. Our job is to win. Okay? They can attack all they want. Our job is to overcome. Our job is to trust in God, that God will deliver us from all the attacks. And He will. Everything is a season, right? And a cycle, right? So as you are closing out a season or ending a cycle, that's when the attacks will ramp up. That's when they're at their most fiercest level. Because your breakthrough is right there. They don't want you to get that at all. So they will send different people at you, different attacks at you, and that's how you know your life is destined for something great. You're about to hit this breakthrough. You're about to get to this next chapter where it'll be different. It'll be better. You'll have accomplished some things. God will have rewarded you for being true, staying strong, and not giving up. And then you get to enjoy the next phase of your life. Still going to be attacks, but as you move along and your vibration is shifting, you will come into union with people that share that same vibration. And that will be your family. And they will help you to navigate those next chapters. And you will learn from them as they will learn from you. And you're going to just continue to meet the people you need to meet at the time that you need to meet them, because God has already got this in place waiting for you. He's just waiting for you to cross the finish line, end out this cycle, so He can move forward and get you to the next part where He can start using you in different ways to accomplish the mission. So, I got on here. I wanted to share what I found out about the attacks. Gave y'all a Psalm 91 that y'all can refer to. And so real quick, before I close it out, I just want to mention something. We were talking about attacks earlier. So the main thing that I want y'all to know is this. With the attacks, they're sending curses, right? The curses are the bad words, the negative thinking, the things that make you think negatively, the things that make you speak negatively. They put you in a lower vibration. In order for these things to be effective, they have to block your chakras. They have to block. Usually it's going to be your heart chakra. They're going to block probably your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. You know, has to do with manifestation, these chakras, right? So they're going to block those. And then it makes their attacks more effective. So if you are being attacked, know that your chakras are the key to getting back into your high vibrational state. The whole purpose of the attack is to lower your vibration so they can hit you with more serious stuff, things that you'll actually feel. Because when you're high vibration, they can't get to you with their low vibration attack. They've got to bring you down so that their magic will even work. All right? So keep that in mind. It's all about the chakras as well as the things we previously discussed with the Bible verses. All right? So all those things play a role. So with that, I'm going to leave it right there. It was a pleasure. It's your boy, God's Chosen, and I'm out.